Hi.
Hi.
Okay. How do we experience wonder is the question, and how do we create experiences for others where they get to experience a moment of wonder? This is the experiment. So I'm teaching a ritual design session, and off the back of that, when people have got the tools to design any kind of experience, the tools I use in my work, we're going to have a little offshoot of people who want to test it with a gift of an experience of wonder for somebody else on that call. So they probably won't know them. And there'll be a process where they'll get paired up and they'll interview the other person and ask them all sorts of questions about what wonder means to them and various other supporting practical things like what kind of time would be the best time of day and who in their world could support the thing. But all of these questions, and then you get to design an experience and you both give and receive. Katie, you did this. You were on the first pilot. You did all of that.
hmm
Can you share anything you'd like to about the experience?
Mm. Well, first of all, having a call with the person I was paired with and having a structure of these incredible questions that you created to you, which really helped tap into wonder, gave me a much deeper understanding of my own experience and understanding of wonder in the world. And things came out which I had no idea would unlock wonder for me and did, which I'll get back to in a moment. And then having that call, I remember not being able to sleep that night. It's like you had put a key inside of me and unlocked creativity in a way that had been dormant for years. It gave me permission, it gave me words, it gave me ideas, it gave me concepts. I was like up in the night writing notes, but then I actually could get up at 5 a.m. and like get excited about all these different things. It felt like it opened my perception to wonder in my everyday. So it wasn't just about creating experience for this person, it was looking at the world in a different way.
Love that so much. Oh God. Brilliant. In a very brief,
Yes,
say
nutshell.
something about anything you want to say. Because I know that you both gave and received beautiful
Mm.
experiences that I want to keep slightly mysterious. But
Okay. So I can't speak for the partner who I created an experience for, but I can say my experience of creating that experience for her was really fun. I felt very energized. And I really enjoyed the process of creating that. And it had her go out in nature and experience things that she'd spoken to in the call that were important to her around patterns in nature, um,
poetry.
language, wonder.
Mm.
Mm. And my own experience when I was interviewed, horses came up as a theme, and my partner very generously created I think it was around 20-minute meditation on the horse of my imagination, which sounds bizarre. And it was completely gorgeous just to do my normal meditation and then listen to this audio and just get into that beautiful space. And then something kind of extraordinary happened. She did say something around noticing what I might see or noticing anything to do with horses. And I was like, okay. The next day, it was summer holidays. I took the kids to a river that I've been to multiple times in this big park with lots of trees. And anyway, I've been there many times over the years and not seen horses. And then what happened was that when we were bathing and playing in the river, a group of wild horses, 7 of them and 2 donkeys, just looked over the edge and watched us. There were 2 other families there too, and we all just stopped what we were doing and like had a moment of wonder, all of us just standing staring at these beautiful creatures who were watching us, who I think clearly wanted to come down and have a drink, but we were, in their space. And my son just walked up in his little swim shorts, placed his hand on the forehead of one of these horses, and I melted completely. And then about 45 minutes later, when it was time for us to leave, the horses followed us for a good 10, 15 minutes on the path. They completely walked behind us, tried to get into my friend's bag, and then something scared them and they galloped off, and we just watched them weave through the trees. And my friend afterwards texted me saying that was pure magic. She didn't know about the magical meditation the day before. Who knows if it was connected? Definitely experienced wonder.
I love it. Thank you so much. So the so the process that you experience, we're going to be doing again, which means there's three parts to it. So one is the design bit that anyone can do. The second part is the interview piece where you get paired up with somebody and go through this process of understanding their experience of what's like 15 minutes each way, might be a bit longer, to really get into the other person's experience and then apply the design tools to making a process with my help. And
Mhm.
my lovely friend Simon is available. Like, we can do sessions, we can help, and then make that experience happen. And then a third call where we'll come back together and we'll debrief together and we'll hear about each other's experiences. That's the plan. And I mean, you may get wild horses appearing, you may not, but you will experience a way into wonder, and you will have tools that you can deploy going forward as well.